Hey everybody, and I hope you're having a happy new year. I'm making this video because I'm getting a lot of people who are contacting me about wanting to become a lead generator themselves. Not companies that have businesses, but rather digital marketers that want to learn how to generate leads, work from home. So, because of that, I wanted to make this video. Hopefully, it'll be short and we're going to go over some of the pros, cons, and warnings of what I do. And that way you can make sure that it's something that you really want to do. And so hopefully this helps you not only make a well informed decision for your career, but also helps you to get a realistic view on what you're getting into. So, one of the pros is you get to work from home, right? So some of you probably seen these videos where it's like, oh, work 2 to 4 hours a day, making $10,000 a month and live the good life. Well, that's not really true. And if it is for some people, it's probably one out of a million. I talk to a lot of lead generators, people with digital marketing companies, and most of them are, I don't know, 2 steps away from pulling their hair out because it can be so frustrating. However, working from home isn't that bad. I mean, for me, I get to go to the gym in the middle of the day while everybody's at work. I don't really like to be around a lot of people, like big crowds of people. I'm kind of an introvert, like to stay to myself. So that works out for me. If you have to go and run errands, grocery store, if you're a parent and you're taking care of your child at home, that's awesome. So things like that, working from home, it's a really good thing. Another pro is you can start your own business and sell for yourself. So here's what I mean. For myself, not only do I have my core of digital marketing clients, but I also have two other partnerships to where I'm making money for myself. So I have a really good partnership with some solar sales representatives that sell with me. We sell solar for ourselves. And I also have some companies that I generate leads for. They pay for the ad spend and I get paid on the back end. Now, these are companies that I actually trust and I know. I would really never recommend generating leads for someone and having them pay you after the sale is made unless you actually know that person. But myself, I have sales reps that are selling, and I have partnerships with other businesses, and I have my core clients. So for you, what that means is if you're generating leads for real estate and you feel like you can sell houses, well, generate leads for your real estate clients, but also get a real estate license yourself or a mortgage loan license yourself. If you know how to generate credit repair leads and you yourself know how to do credit repair, well, what you do for yourself is you eliminate yourself from having to be or feel desperate, like you feel like you need more clients right now, you need the money. I have to tell you that it's one of the best feelings in the world to get inquiries from people who are looking to use your service, but you don't really need them as a customer, so you can be more selective on who you work with. So I would highly, highly advise that if you're going to generate leads for other people, that you yourself find something that you can sell so that you can have more than one stream of income. Another pro is that everybody needs leads. So, leads and sales are the lifeblood of any business. So, for that reason, you'll get people that want leads all the time. However, not everyone can afford it. So, you run into people who they want to start a business and or maybe they have a business but they think that lead generation costs $5. And this can be really frustrating for the digital marketer who knows what he's doing, he or she is doing, and they just keep running into these people who just really don't get it. And so it can take a long time for you to get your first client, but once you get your first client, and if you do a great job at giving them results and helping them with their sales process if they don't have one, then the sky's the limit, and that'll be your first referral, and that'll be social proof for you. Now, a con to this is that you actually have to know what you're doing. God forbid that you get a client that wants real estate leads and you actually have to know how to generate real estate leads. There are too many people out here who are promising the world to a lot of companies and a lot of independent representatives, and you don't know what you're doing, and we really need to stop that. When you take someone's money, whether it's 1,500, 2,000, even if it's $50, what we have to realize in the digital marketing industry is that we're playing with people's livelihood if we don't know what we're doing. So find someone who knows what they're doing so that you can provide good results. Now, I want to warn you that white labeling isn't always the answer. Well, what's white labeling? White labeling is when you find someone else who knows how to generate leads, and let's say they charge $1,500 a month. So you decide that you want to charge $2,000 a month and give that company or that digital marketer 1,500, you keep 500, or maybe you want to charge 2,500 a month so you can keep 1,000, and that digital marketer or digital marketing company can keep $1,500 a month. So the reason why this isn't always the answer is because sometimes those partnerships don't work out. Like if you're going to do white labeling, you really got to know who it is that you're dealing with and make sure that not only that they really know what they're doing, but they deliver. Oh, that's great. But that they deliver and that they are attentive and that they communicate within a reasonable time so that if your customer has any questions, you can answer those questions right away. So it's better to try and figure out how to do it on your own. Now, a con to that is that you'll actually have to pay someone to teach you, but you want to make sure that the teacher who you're hiring is going to show you some right now proof. You don't need results from a year ago. You need results that are like whether it's 2 or 3 months ago or right now or 2 or 3 days or 2 or 3 weeks ago. You need something recent that actually is working. I'd rather, if you're going to pick someone to teach you, that they show you something within like the last 30 to 60 days. But I would say no more than I'd say 3 to 6 months. So there's something that you want to look out for. And you have to realize if you find a teacher, you're actually going to have to find a teacher that's going to be competent. So it's going to cost you some money. And once you acquire this skill, I mean, people go and they spend what, $20,000 to $30,000 a year at school. Maybe they spend $5,000 to $10,000 a year at school, and they go for 2, or they go for 4 years, and they spend all these thousands of dollars, and they come out and they barely know how to do anything. If you find someone who knows what they're doing and they're going to teach you how to generate leads so that it can really change your income and change your life, then don't be surprised when they're charging you anywhere as low as $2,000 and as high as $5,000 if they know what they're doing and they can show you some right now proof. So that's some stuff that you really have to think about. Either that or you're going to have to try and figure it out on your own and spend a bunch of your money, time, and resources, which there's actually nothing wrong with that. People try and make you feel bad, and they say, oh well, either you can spend ten to $20,000 and learn how to do it yourself, or you can pay me. And it's like, well, maybe you want to go through the journey, and that's fine too. Don't let people make you feel bad about making decisions for yourself. So another con with digital marketing is that things are always changing, and it can be pretty scary. I went through some instances on Facebook where I was generating leads, and some things had changed, especially when that thing changed where you used to be able to target homeowners, but now you can't target homeowners anymore. So you have to figure out different ways to find the homeowners, which thank God I was able to find. And so here I am. But it can be really scary when things change, because when things change, your results change if you don't know how to stay on top of it. Another con with doing lead generation is that you have to stay creative. So you have to always be inspired to create new stuff. So even with my main niche that I generate leads for, which is like home improvement, solar, windows, heating and air, with stuff like that, it's hard to stay creative. It's like, how many times can you manipulate a picture and the audiences and the targeting and the interest, and it becomes pretty stressful, especially because it's my livelihood, or at least one stream of my income. And so I always want to make sure that I stay creative so that I can deliver consistent results. And it just so happens that typically what you'll see is that a campaign, depending on what kind of campaign it is, can fizzle out within like 6 to 12 months. So the good part is you have 6 to 12 months to figure out how to stay creative and find some other stuff. But another con as a lead generator, if you're going to get into this business, is you have to learn how to say no. That means staying away from the needy and the desperate. When you get people that, they're hot, they need leads right now, eh, it can sound really, really good to have people that are like right now ready to buy people, but you have to figure out why they need leads yesterday. And you have to slow them down and see if they have a sales process, who's going to answer the leads, who's going to text message, who's going to follow up with the leads, who's going to set the appointments, all that stuff. When you get people that need something right now, slow it down, figure out what their background is, because they could end up costing you more than you think. You also have to make sure that people can sell. You'd be surprised that the business owners who come to you and they think that just because you get them leads, their problems are solved. You have to be more experienced than that. You have to be smart enough or wise enough to know to educate your customer and fill them out for what kind of person that they are, and make sure that they understand just because someone put in their information and said they're interested doesn't mean they're ready to buy right now, and that they have to do some selling. So set proper expectations so that your customers aren't upset that, they got 5 leads and only, 2 of them set an appointment, and, the other 3 didn't pick up. And it's like, well, Mr. Customer, it's called following up. And that's how we make a lot of our money, following up, because internet leads are a son of a gun. You can get, 10 leads and none of them pick up the phone. And then the next, 20 leads, everybody picks up the phone. Then the next 30 leads, nobody picks up. Then the next 5, and so it's just this thing. And so, but the blessed part about it is that that these people are interested. So you just have to keep following up. So you have to set proper expectations, because if you don't, your customers are just going to be upset, especially if they've never dealt with internet leads, whether they be Facebook or Google or whatever means that you have. So a pro is that if you listen to these warnings and these cons, and you can avoid a lot of headaches. So I hope that this video helps you all to really make a well-informed decision on whether or not lead generation and digital marketing is for you. If you want my help to teach you how to generate leads, I know how to generate leads in credit repair, heating and air conditioning, solar, which is a big one, windows. If people need landscaping, I do real estate leads, any kind of lead really that you can think of. I've probably done it. The only leads that I really stay away from are the business to business leads. So, can I do it? Yeah. Do I want to? No. And the reason being for that is because a lot of those business to business leads, they're great, but they're just so expensive. And a lot of people aren't really ready to spend that much money per lead to talk to a business owner. So there's that. At any rate, if you need me, my information is down below, or you can just shoot me a text message if you're interested in pricing at 916-252-9880. Talk to you guys soon.